Welcome back. Well, online shoppers will soon have even more options. Global giant Amazon will be launching a South African operation soon, we kid you not.
Now, with its high-quality product range and well-proven delivery, South African-based online retailers have to step up. To speak to us about what we can, or rather what they can do to up their game, we're joined by tech entrepreneur Damian Michael. Damian, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, some people would say Amazon is coming to South Africa a little bit too late. Maybe not late in terms of like us shopping, but it's like it's coming at a time. They could have been here like a year to 2 to 3 years before now. But what is it that they've now, at least to your understanding, what is it that they've now seen about the South African market that they feel like, you know what, we've got somebody or people there that we can appeal to?
Yeah, I think it's a great question, but I think Amazon has been in the country for quite some time because they've launched the Amazon Web Services. They have an office here that manages their global customer care center. And I think they've seen the uptake of online shopping and how rife it is and how wonderful our market is for online shopping. So they've seen that we have a really great base. It's a great place to do business. And there's an uptake for services. So I think it's the right time for Amazon to roll out their online shopping or the Amazon marketplace.
No, Damian, however, when it comes to the South African market base, but I guess maybe any market base, the biggest concern is security around purchasing, right? We've always seen time and time again the points of between actually purchasing, money being taken out of the account to the point of delivery. And sometimes it's not a seamless exercise. In fact, sometimes security is compromised on behalf of the consumer. So then how then do we start winning over more consumers so that they can be more trusting of this digital economy? The digital economy, unfortunately, does come with certain kinds of risks. And most of the time, you can't even find the perpetrator who stole your money.
Okay, first of all, I think we need to understand what Amazon brings along to the market. I'm sure you must have heard about the Amazon effect. And, you know, when Amazon gets into a country, they take over traditional retail businesses. So Amazon brings in technology, they bring in logistics, they bring in security, they have insights, they have data, and they'll be able to literally take over our market. So I think when it comes to safety and security, their technology, the way they do deliveries, is really high tech. So they have a global logistics partner. I'm not going to mention any names, but they're all over the world and they do logistics for Amazon. So with that being said, they have really good technology and data to make sure that safety and security is probably one of their prime tools in their arsenal to ensure that customers are not being, fooled. The second thing that they might do is, they deliver with drones, they deliver with human beings, they deliver with the Ring security. So I'm not too sure what type of security features they're going to use in our country because we have a very, very dynamic environment when it comes to safety and security. And I think that's something we need to look out for as to what is that technology that they are going to be using in South Africa.
Yeah, I'm going to follow up with this one because, when it comes to, and again, I'm going to labor on the issues of security, right? Because it's not just about necessarily the purchasing experience, right? Everybody loves the purchasing experience as well as the convenience of having to go online. But online does come with its additional conditions. Though Amazon may have those extra security measures, however, the dynamism of our market makes it that much more a peculiar exercise, right? We're talking here about drones. Unfortunately, we know that in certain spaces, I mean, even ambulances have to go to certain spaces and communities where they're ushered by some kind of law enforcement, right? We're talking here about, delivery options. Unfortunately, we also have an issue around power supply or non-consistent power supply in the country, which may hamper on delivery and quality and the like. So to be able to navigate the lay of the land, and not only from a tech perspective, from Amazon perspective, but how do you win over South Africans to say, guys, we're here, we're going to do it better, we're going to do it bigger, and you can trust us ultimately with your money?
Yeah, I think Amazon has a really clear strategy on how they're entering the South African market. And I think one of the things that they're going to do really well is they're going to focus on a strong local presence. They're going to invest heavily in this presence so that they better understand the local market. They're going to build relationships with our customers or their customers, as well as third parties. And these third parties are the logistics providers, the retailers, security vendors, government, and so forth. Remember, they also have Amazon Web Services based in Johannesburg as well. They're going to grow their logistics capabilities. They are going to make sure that when they deliver, they're not delivering in 7 days, they're delivering in 24 hours or same day. So they're going to really tip the market to make sure that this is what they're going to do, unlike the other retailers. So they'll continue to build on their logistics capabilities. They're going to establish really great warehouses and distribution centers, and most of the time their products are going to be in stock compared to the other retailers where we have items out of stock. And I think on the third side, from a technology perspective, they understand that we're in a very different market. So investing in technology, it's going to improve the customer experience. They'll build relationships with the customers, and also at the same time ensure that local payment options to enhance the delivery and build that superior customer capability will be in place for them.
Damien, like Faith, I'm going to labor on the matter of trust with online service providers. We are still, trying to, be okay with, and I'm going to drop brands, and that's not to say that the brands are terrible, but we are still trying to come to, some kind of familiarity with the likes of Superbalist, your Takealots, your Sheins,
yes,
and your Ubers, in fact, your Uber Eaters as well. Now, Amazon comes in and they are trying to say, hey, we can do better than a Superbalist and a Takealot. We trust Takealot. I want to say South Africans probably trust more than they maybe should or shouldn't trust Takealot. Can Amazon actually penetrate the South African market with everything that South Africans are dealing with at the moment? We've just had an interest rate hike on Thursday, and then we are dealing with a rand plummeting. We're dealing with petrol price potentially increasing in June. Can the Amazon brand penetrate the South African market, with, I would say, the very little money that the South African market has at the moment?
Yes, that's a very great question. And I think if the retailers and the E-rate retailers are not shivering right now, then we have a problem. Amazon, they have a really great platform. They have great tools. They have great, I would say, customer programs. The likes of Amazon Prime, when a customer buys with Amazon, they're going to provide the customer with a free Amazon Prime subscription. When Amazon goes into a market, they go into a market to disrupt. And what we're going to see is a pure disruption coming into our South African market. So if I'm a Takealot or a Superbalist, I'd be really shaking in my feet because they came in to disrupt the market. When Amazon comes in, they're also going to go in cheap, low prices, and when they come into a market, they will not make profit for about 2 years. They will come, they will understand the market, learn the product, learn the market, and then they take over the market. They've done it in the USA, where they've taken over bookstores. Bookshops had to close down because they warned the market, they retail books, and there's no place for you anymore. So, for the likes of a Superbalist and a Takealot, I would be worried because if they're not implementing the programs, the customer loyalty programs, the offerings, the discounts, the technology, we're going to see a real shift in the next year and a half or 2 years, and there might not be a Takealot or a Superbalist. And I think they need to really work at this from now. One of the things that I'm worried about is we know that Amazon is going to launch in the next couple of months. And we're not seeing, for example, Takealot changing their business model, offering same-day service, offering loyalty programs. The only thing they do is offer discounts. Now, remember, Takealot is a marketplace where you and I can go and put our products and sell it on the marketplace, whereas Amazon's business model is totally different. We've just seen recently a company launch the Prime energy drink. Now, do you know that that could be some form of Amazon's marketing, subliminal marketing for their Amazon Prime products? So we need to be aware of what Amazon is doing and how they're going to infiltrate our market. And the South African retailers need to really put their hat on and start thinking differently of how they're going to tackle this market.
Damien, we'll leave it here for this morning, but much appreciated for your time. Tech entrepreneur Damien Michael there, just giving us just insight in terms of what we can anticipate as online shoppers, especially where Amazon is concerned.